Hello everyone, today I'm going to be heading to Stan's Donuts, and in my opinion, they have the best donuts in the Bay Area. I absolutely adore donuts, and I really like that Stan's has a wide variety of different flavors, including old-fashioned, jelly-filled, and of course original glazed. I also love that they're a local small family-run business, and they've been open since 1959, so they're definitely an established donut shop in the area. Stan's Donuts is always really popular, and no matter when you go, there's always a huge line out the door, so yesterday I called ahead so that I can pick up my donuts today. Let's head over to Stan's Donuts now. I definitely placed a big order. I'm back from Stan's Donuts now, and it really just smells like a donut shop in here. It just smells all wonderful and sugary. I'm gonna start off with their original glaze, and this is one of their most popular donut flavors. Oftentimes when I head to Stan's, I like to pre-order in advance because they will sell out of these very quickly because people love them, and I think they're really delicious as well. I love the original glazed donuts. What I really like is the glaze itself. It's very thin and it's not overly rich and sweet. It's almost the same thickness as Krispy Kreme, except it's a lot less sweet. And I love the textured donut as well. It's so light and so fluffy, and because of that, it's not overly greasy. The truth is, my favorite thing about these glazed donuts is the soft and delicate pillowy texture. The other thing I like about these donuts is they're a decent size. They are not small and tiny like Krispy Kreme, so you definitely get a lot more for your money. Next, I'm going to be trying their jelly donut, and personally, jelly donuts are my favorite type of donut consistently from pretty much any donut shop. I really just love jelly donuts. Again, it's the same delicate donut, the same texture and taste of the original glazed donut, except it's filled with raspberry jelly and it has the perfect jelly-like texture. And I also like that, again, they keep a few seeds in there, so you have a little bit to add to that jelly, especially with the donut. This is really good. You have to try this. Next, I'm going to be trying the maple bar, and these things are huge. When I have it up to my face like that, it's almost as tall as my face, if not taller. So you're definitely getting your money's worth when you buy these. Funny story is I got some of these for my friend around a month ago, and I couldn't believe it since he told me the next day that he ate an entire one of these in one sitting. Not to mention he ate like another glazed the same day as well. So I think these are crazy sized portions, but let's go ahead and try this. I love maple. These donuts are delightfully sweet, but that means they're pretty dangerous. They're definitely a lot sweeter than original glaze, as well as the jelly, so I feel like these have to be eaten with a little bit of coffee, but seriously, they're so good. They have a really strong and rich mapley flavor, so you don't get gypped. They definitely mean maple donuts when they say that on their menu. So far, after trying 3 donuts, I definitely have to say the donut itself is very consistent between a jelly donut, the original glazed, and the maple bar, since they all have the same light, fluffy texture, so you will not be disappointed. Now for something a little bit different. This is the old-fashioned donut, so definitely seems like it's a different dough. It's a lot more firm, and it's definitely on the smaller side, but despite that, I think it's still going to be pretty good. Just like the maple bar, these are pretty sweet donuts. However, they're a lot smaller, so they're definitely more manageable, and I really like the texture on the outside. It's very different than the original glaze. They're almost slightly crunchy, with being soft and fluffy still on the inside, but it's definitely a lot more firm, and I really like the texture of the contrast between a donut and a glaze. Definitely worth a try. Now for their buttermilk donut, and already this feels really heavy. It's definitely the heaviest of the donuts so far. I feel like if you drop this on a plate, it would just crack the plate in half because it's that heavy and dense. Despite the fact that this seems like a really heavy donut, the inside is almost just like pure cake, so it's almost like a deep fried piece of cake. So I know I'm gonna love this already without even tasting it. Wow, I really love this Buttermilk Donut. This is definitely better than a maple bar because this is also maple flavored, but it's a lot less rich, despite the heaviness. I know looks are deceiving, but this is so good. Like I said, it's literally like a deep fried piece of maple cake. Now for their cake donut, and I'm really looking forward to this cake donut because it's covered in shredded coconut, which I love. I'm really liking this donut. It's definitely the least sweet out of all the donuts I've tried so far, and it's also not quite as greasy. Despite the other ones being light, this one is even lighter, and I think it's a little bit less sweet since it's topped with coconut, so there's a little bit of a lighter glaze on this. Now for the next donut, which is the twist donut, and this thing is ginormous. It literally just covers my face. This thing is also incredibly heavy. It's even heavier than a buttermilk donut, which I thought already was heavy. Now this is the definition of a giant donut. I'm pretty sure if I gave this donut to my friend, he wouldn't be able to eat it, because I think it would be even too big for him. But let's just go for a small bite of this. This is a cinnamon twist donut, so I just love it because cinnamon goes really great with donuts in my opinion. And this is really similar to the original Glaze, basically just with cinnamon and basically 10 times the size. Like I said, this thing is ridiculous. I feel like this is enough for 5 people. Now for the cinnamon roll, and this donut seems wider than my face instead of being taller than my face. I have a feeling this is going to be really similar to the cinnamon twist donut, but I thought it would be fun to try since it's a completely different design. This cinnamon roll is basically just the same thing as the cinnamon twist. To be honest, I think it actually might be a little bit lighter and it's slightly smaller, if even, and that's basically the only difference. So it's just a delightful bite of cinnamon heaven. Now for the apple fritter, which is the last donut I'm going to be trying, and personally, apple fritters are some of my favorite donuts, along with jelly donuts, so I'm really looking forward to this, especially since there's so many apples in here. For sure, without a doubt, this is my favorite donut, and I really like it because of the sheer number of apples in it. In terms of the ratio between the dough and apples, this is some of the most apples I've ever gotten in an apple fritter. And I just really love the cinnamony flavor, which is definitely more prominent in this than even in the cinnamon roll or cinnamon twist. Stan's also only offers the apple fritter on Mondays, so definitely be sure to visit them on a Monday so you don't miss out on their apple fritter. Trust me, it's definitely worth trying. All of these donuts are incredible, but for sure my favorites were the apple fritter, the jelly donut, and the original Glazed. If you're a donut lover, you definitely have to check out Stan's, which is in Santa Clara, and I'll leave a link to their website in the description down below. Anyways, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.